an issue for you, if you feel like sometimes you're just, you're putting the content out, you're doing all the things, but you are, hearing crickets, or you're having trouble getting engagement, or you're just feeling like you're having trouble motivating or inspiring people to take that next step with you or to get into action with you. Maybe you have a Facebook group and you have a nice active community, let's just say, but nobody's really taking that next step to buy your product or your service. And sometimes it's because we're just not even telling them that we have products and services, and that's a whole nother conversation. But let me know, as an entrepreneur, if you find that this is an issue for you, okay? And so it's something that I see a lot online with entrepreneurs who are just really playing it safe and staying on the surface when it comes to their content. So we're going to talk about your posts and your content, Facebook Lives, whatever it is that you may be doing, and why you may be having a little bit of an issue or struggling a little bit to get people to take action. Okay, and so I see this a lot where we stay kind of on the surface of our content, and we may put out like a general newsletter or send an email about 3 tips to better health, or whatever it may be, or maybe keeping it really light in your Facebook group with different posts asking, for people to comment down below, are they a dog person or a cat person? Do they like fall or winter better, or whatever it may be, in an attempt to get engagement in the group. And there is a time and place for that kind of thing. Okay. Typically, though, you want to make sure that those types of posts are relevant to the problem that you're actually solving. Okay. So while there's a time and place for that, and it can create a community feel and an atmosphere, of engagement, which of course is relevant and important. What we know about human behavior and buying psychology is that in order for somebody to take action, we must first feel something. Okay, we must first have an emotion, whether it be inspiration, it could be anger, it could be hope, it could be guilt. Sometimes we take action from guilt, which of course is not a good thing, right? But that drives people sometimes, right? So the content that you are putting out, whether it be in your Facebook groups, your personal page, your Facebook Lives, your sales page, your emails, whatever it is, has to speak to your audience on an emotional level and connect with them where they are in their journey, and has to trigger some type of a feeling, okay? And this can be done in a variety of different ways. My favorite way is really through storytelling. I feel like that's a very effective way to reach your audience and to kind of get to that emotional state that they need to be in order to take some type of action. So let me just back up a few steps here and talk about the process that has to happen before somebody takes action. So by action, that could mean reaching out for more information. That could mean booking a call. It could mean joining a Facebook group, downloading a lead magnet, enrolling in your course. So it could be, really any form of action. And if you've been in my group for any length of time, let me know, are you a newbie in my group? Just type newbie. Or are you a veteran? Have you been with me for a little while? Let me know down below in the comments, okay? Just so that I kind of have an idea when I'm talking to you about this. But if you've been in my group for any length of time, you might notice that I talk a lot about how everything is energy. And so when we are selling in an authentic way, the intention in which we share information or relate to our clients really matter. Okay, it matters a lot, actually. 80% of our communication is nonverbal. So when someone reads a post or watches a Facebook Live or looks at an email from you, it is the energy or the way that they feel that really matters, even more so than just the words alone without energy. Now, words are very powerful and there is an energy to them. So think of the word like badass, right? Or crushing your goal. Like it gives you kind of this image, and that image evokes a feeling inside, right? An energy inside. And so your potential clients are reading your energy from the moment they come into your world, when they go to your Facebook page, every post that you make, the branding that you have, the things that you talk about, they are taking this information in and deciding whether they feel drawn to you or not. And this typically happens on a subconscious level, okay? This isn't something that people are even necessarily aware of. But that is really the first step. So if somebody doesn't feel drawn in by your personal energy, the content that you are creating is going to become irrelevant because they need to first feel that connection with you. So that's really kind of step one, okay? Think about people who are just magnetic. Everyone wants to be around them. They want to hear what they have to say. They have a presence of confidence, and that's an energy, right? So the same thing goes with your content and what you are creating. And what you really want to ask yourself, and let's just be honest, let's have a heart-to-heart girlfriend talk right now. Are you playing it safe with more general surfacey posts, or am I taking them on an emotional journey or creating content that triggers my audience to feel something, okay? So we know that, and I'm going to give you some examples, but we know that people do not buy on facts, figures, and tips, okay? They don't buy with the logical side of their brain that focuses on knowledge. So telling them how many grams of protein are in your protein shake or how many drops of essential oils they should use for their bedtime massage oil doesn't inspire them to act, okay? They may say, oh, thanks, for that helpful tip, right? But because of the post is focused on the actual product that we're selling instead of how they are feeling about not getting any sleep, how that is impacting their daily life, validating their frustration, maybe telling a story about yourself or someone else, and then letting them know that you have a solution. The content is falling flat. And so they just see you as the person who gives nice tips, the nice lady who gives tips. And so there's a domino effect that starts with our beliefs that I teach my clients, which helps them to start shifting sabotaging thoughts that influence the action that they are taking or even not taking, okay, because those beliefs can cause them to not take action in their business. Let me know if you relate to that. We talk a lot about this in the Selling from Your Soul Abundance Academy about how the energy behind your actions is really the only thing that matters. Okay, you could be writing emails and doing follow-ups and getting on sales calls, but if you're approaching those actions from a fear-based place, or you're lacking confidence, or you're feeling drained, or you're holding beliefs about money, or yourself, or selling, or lacking certainty in any way, that is going to influence your results. And we do a lot of work around shifting those patterns in the academy. Well, the same principles apply here, okay? Our beliefs control our thoughts, which then control our emotions, which then control our actions. So if I'm feeling stuck, so let's say I'm the potential client in a group, okay, or on your newsfeed, and I'm feeling stuck in my weight loss journey because I have this belief that in order for me to lose the weight, it's going to be so hard. I have to give up everything. I have to restrict all the things that I love. I don't want to give up carbs, right? It's going to take so much work. That belief is then causing me to have a feeling or an emotion, which is maybe I feel hopeless. I feel unmotivated. I'm dreading this. And likely because of that emotion or that feeling, I am not going to take action, okay, because of how that belief makes me feel. Or let's say I do take action. I'm not going to last very long on that diet or that program, right? Because I'm coming to it from this place of like dread and this is going to be so hard. So I may take action, but I'm not gonna last real long, right? So you can see where the belief that this person has creates the thought, creates the emotion, and creates the action that they're taking. So before the action, somebody has to feel something. And so if we know that someone needs to feel something before they act, then our content must go deeper than surface level, okay? It must hit them in a way where they can relate, where they can say, is she in my head? Like, this is the kind of content that would cause somebody to reach out to buy or to inquire or to invite somebody else into your Facebook group because it moved them in some way. And it doesn't matter what product or service you are promoting, okay, because we're focusing on the connection with that person and taking them through this emotional journey. So if I can shift this woman's belief that weight loss does not need to be hard, okay, you don't need to give up everything that you love, then I can bring her into an emotional state of hope, excitement, motivation, because I'm showing her a new way. I'm creating a new belief. So let me give you an example of this. And you tell me how this feels, okay? If I say to someone who helps women with weight loss, and if I help someone with weight loss, and the majority of my emails and posts and Facebook Lives are revolved around tips for losing weight, okay? I might say, don't go to the store when you're hungry, or prepare your food the night before, or journal what you're eating, okay? These are all tips. Keep track of your emotions and how they relate to what you're eating. And that person who's reading that email or that newsletter from me or watching that video may walk away and say, that's cool. She has some nice free tips. And she may either implement them or not. But you are likely not, she's not going to take action because she didn't feel something from that tip, okay? She just thought, okay, that's cool. But it didn't trigger an emotional reaction. Now, if I'm creating a post around what it's like to have the extra weight, how it's impacting their daily life, maybe I'm telling the story about the time when this happened to me, when I was in Paris and I walked by the shops and I saw my reflection in the mirror, right? And that was like my rock bottom when I realized, oh my God, like I have forgotten about myself, right? Or I tell a story about the time or a time when my client had to take a family photo and had to hide her reaction from the kids when she looked at the photos because she didn't want them to see how upset she was about how she was looking and feeling, and put that on them, okay? Now I'm getting into the emotions of how having this problem is affecting her on a deeper level. Now, your potential client who wants to lose weight is likely going to relate to this, and then she's going to begin to trust you because you've shared a part of your journey or somebody else's, and she starts to understand that you can relate to what it is that her problem is, and now you have her attention. And then at the end of the post, maybe I'm moving into inspiration where I share with them that I found a way to release the physical and emotional weight through a journey of self-love. Maybe I talk about how I was able to turn around the years of yo-yo dieting without restricting all the things that I love, because I know that, because I've been in that position, I know that she has this belief that she has to restrict everything and give everything up, and it's going to be so hard. So I'm showing her a different way. I'm creating a new belief for her, and I'm showing her that, I did it where I didn't have to cut out all the carbs and all the things that I love, and without obsessing over everything that I put in my mouth. Now she's gone through a series of emotions with me. Maybe she feels validated, right? Maybe she now feels hopeful, inspired that she can do it now as well. I've shifted her belief about what is possible, and I've shown her a new way, which then creates a feeling or emotion, which triggers her to take action, to reach out, to book a call, to buy my product, whatever it is, okay? And so when we go to create our content, we really want to start with the end result in mind and asking ourselves, what is the emotion that I want this person to feel? Do I want them to feel inspired? Do I want them to feel motivated? Do I want them to feel safe, heard, empowered? And this doesn't mean that every post has to be this way. Of course not. But I really want you to think about the depth of your content. I want you to go to your personal page, your business page, the emails you've written, the Facebook posts, lives, whatever, and I want you to look at the majority of the content. And I want you to ask yourself, have I been playing it safe? Am I keeping it surface level? Am I focusing on tips and giving knowledge? Or am I letting my guard down a little bit? Am I opening up and allowing myself to be a little bit vulnerable, right? We don't have to share the whole long sob story or share every detail of your struggle, but we do have to find ways, whether it's through our own experience or our professional experience with clients or friends, to tell stories and to write content that is relatable to where our client is right now, and that is going to hit home for them in some way, okay? And then the other thing that we have to do that I see, and let me know if you're guilty of this, that I see a lot is we have to make sure that we are always giving them the next step, okay, for those who are ready. We have to have a call to action. Often we're afraid of telling people how to take that next step to work with us, right? Whether it be, book an appointment if this calls to you and you want to learn more about how you can take the next step here, or here's the website that you go to purchase the product or to set up an appointment with me or whatever it may be. And you are a business. And not only is it okay for you to tell people where they can purchase or how they can work with you, but it is imperative in order for you to survive as a business owner and to build a thriving business, right? Otherwise, what we have is a free community. And that's okay too. That's okay to have just a community where the intention is to just give free advice or to volunteer our time, right? But if we are business owners with the intention of supporting our families, paying the bills, making money to support our lifestyle and our kids and our family and all that good stuff, we can't do that just on free information all the time, right? And so the majority of your content should have some type of next steps for those who are ready to take it that next level with you. And for those who are not, that is okay too. We love them too. They are benefiting from your free content, which is amazing. But as you know, we can consume a whole lot of free content on our own, but it's the implementing of it where people really are going to get the results. And so especially if you're a coach or you have some type of accountability with your client to help them to really implement what it is that you're teaching them, that's where we know they're going to get those results. And so, that next step is absolutely imperative to take them deeper into transformation when they're ready. Because if we don't do that, then what happens is they get excited about making a change, and then they go and find somebody who is offering a way for them to move into transformation, who is posting about how they can join their program or buy their product or whatever it may be. And so that's a really important step. So let me know down below, was this helpful? Was this helpful to you guys? This kind of stuff I can talk about all day long. And I teach you how to implement this in Selling from Your Soul Abundance Academy. I love this kind of stuff. I see so many women entrepreneurs trying really hard on social media, but they either don't have the training or the background in sales, or maybe they do have some training and background in sales, but the sales training they have feels authentic or inauthentic or pushy or salesy or weird. And as heart-based entrepreneurs, that doesn't resonate for us. And so I really teach people how to reach their ideal clients in a way that is authentic and feels really good instead of pushy and slimy. And I call it magnetic marketing, which is really how you can create content in a way that pulls in your ideal clients easily and effortlessly without having to chase people around. Tell me if you would like that. To just have people reaching out to you saying, how can you help me? I want to take that next step with you without having to chase people around. In the academy, we go through every aspect of your business to really help you gain that clarity around your unique niche, which is so important as a precursor to creating magnetic marketing messages, and how to really release those blocks around selling that you may have, or blocks around money or business or yourself that may be stopping you from showing up confidently and really creating a business that you love and that is abundant. So here's the call to action, guys. If you've been trying and you're getting frustrated, I totally get it. I am here to help you. I will leave a link in the comments to book a clarity call, just to chat, see where you're at. If I can help you in any way, I would love to be able to do that. If the Selling from Your Soul Abundance Academy is a good fit for you, I'd love to have you. I got to tell you, I'm just loving this group of women that we have in there. It's just next level amazing, which is always so helpful to be surrounded by others who are doing the work and really committing the time. So let's see, I'll just hop over here into the comments. Corey saying her posts are not deep enough. Yep, Terrell too. And Terrell is in my academy, so she knows what I'm talking about, and she's getting all this great info in there as well. And of course, you have my eyes and ears on what it is that you're doing, because, and she can attest to this, sometimes I go in and I just will give some feedback that maybe you can't necessarily see, but I can see, to really help you to refine things and take things to a new level. So thanks so much for being with me, guys. I'm trying to really keep these to 30 minutes and under. Looks like I've done my job with that, but we will be doing this weekly. And I'd love to have you, if you can just put in down below or post in the group, let me know what topics you would like to see me cover. Where do you feel like you're struggling? Where do you need this support? Because I am doing this for you guys, and I want to always show up in value to what it is that you are needing right now to move the needle, to push yourself along in either starting or growing your business. All right. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Love you so much.